Good morning, good morning. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's off to a great start already. I wanted to hop on real quick because I'm in the middle of my personal growth challenge to myself, and I'm digging into a new book every single month, and I'm listening to it over and over and over and reading it over and over and over. And I'm doing that because a good friend of mine, Zig Ziglar, basically said that you have to hear something or read something 16 times before it really sinks in. And so as I'm diving into this every single day, I heard something this morning just after working out that really kind of stuck to me, and I wanted to share it. And so the topic has to do with living the life you want and really being reminded that we truly are the architects of our lives. And one of the things that really hit home for me was he told a story about being in the middle of a foreign country, and he was off doing a speech, and that he was honored because a young man helped him with directions. And he had to get to where he was going. He only had an hour to get there, and the person gave him very detailed instructions, and he followed them to a T. And on his way to this speech, he got there about 30 minutes early, and he got out the cab, and he realized, and just to go tell you how far back this story was, they're still doing cabs, not Uber. But so he gets out, and he realizes he's in the wrong place. And I just thought that was so profound, because so many of us want to be somewhere. So many of us are taking advice from people and following the instructions, capable of following the instructions, but end up in a place we don't want to be, right? And so what was the problem? The problem was the person who provided the instructions had great intentions, but he did not know how to get him there. So he gave him the wrong instructions. And sometimes in our lives, we go about our lives wanting something, thinking we're doing what we're supposed to be doing, but the challenge is who we took the information from. And so there are a lot of people out there, including myself, that were raised with a mindset that working hard alone is going to get you to where you want to be. And the challenge is that couldn't be more wrong. You see, if I wanted to learn how to bake a cake, an incredible cake, and I went to the person to help me bake a cake who did not know clearly how to bake the type of cake that I really wanted to make, then even though they might be trying to help me, they will never be able or capable of teaching me how to bake the cake that I desire to make. Now I might get close, it might be a substandard, but there's no way they could really take me where I want to go. And so a lot of us have followed the advice of an employee mindset where we're just supposed to work till we die. We're supposed to go to college, get a good job, and that is the end of the line for us. I mean, that is the American dream. And so the challenge with that is many of us, statistically, 95% of people who follow that plan end up dead broke. And so you need to be very careful to whom you're taking advice from. If the people who raised you ended up in poverty their entire lives and never learned how to break out of that cycle, and that's the information the principles you're guiding your life with, chances are you're not in a much better place than they were, unless you took a different path, unless you decided to learn from someone who actually had what you wanted. And so if you're in a place physically and you're not happy, well, why don't you seek out someone who's in great physical condition and ask them how to do it? If you're in a place financially and you're like wondering, man, why am I paycheck to paycheck? Well, guess what? You have probably based your life on principles that are going to lead you paycheck to paycheck. And it's not even your fault. It's what you were conditioned to do. And so you really have to change before that becomes possible. You have to find the information that's going to take you somewhere else from someone else who knows how to get there. And so as you're going on in your career path and you've been in the same place for 20 years, again, chances are you're following some principles that are not going to allow you to promote, that are not going to allow you to achieve, because you're guided by a philosophy that's going to keep you mediocre. And so the good news is you do have to change, but you can change, because anytime you are ready, there's information out there, there's leaders out there that are already living an excellent life, that are already achieving at a high level. And the cool thing is champions always want to help champions. And so go out there, get the goods, right? You have to be before you do. You have to do before you have. And you have to do it consistently before you have it for real. Because you can do something for a short term and get some results. But to get there long term, to establish greatness in your life, you have to do it over and over and over and over and over again. And that's okay. The good news is anyone can build a habit. Guys, you've built lots of habits in your life already. You're already getting up every morning. You're already brushing your teeth every day. You're already taking showers every day. Anyone can build a habit. You just have to decide which habits you want to build and then go out there on purpose and win. I could not be more excited to be involved with this book. Zig Ziglar, it's How to Stay Motivated for those of you who care to grow. Get the book. It's amazing. You can get Audible, $7 a month, and you can listen over and over and over as many times as you want until it's ingrained in you. But don't settle, right? Humans are the only being on the planet who do not, as a mass, grow to their potential. They settle. Everything else goes to be the best it can be, except human beings. We accept mediocrity. We have bought into this idea that our free time is leisure time, not growth time. And guys, you couldn't be more mistaken. You will feel incredible if you start setting some new goals, stretching yourself, and reaching those goals. That is what fuels fire in your life. Stop being stagnant. If you've been doing the same old thing for the last 18 years, it's time to change. Be the best version of yourself. Be the best you can be every single day. Be a difference maker. Leave a legacy for your family, for your friends, that when you die, they're going to say, man, that person was incredible. They made a difference. They led me somewhere. They took me to a place beyond where I thought I could be. And do it now. Stop waiting. Make the changes. Get the information. Start building your habits. You are the architect of your dreams. Get started now. Your dreams are waiting. Hope you guys have a great day.